What is a real connection? What is that? What does that even look like? Is it a feeling? Does it come and go? Does it stay forever? Let me tell you, a connection ain't no feeling. Okay, I want to say that right off the bat. Connections and a sparks are two different things, right? You know, everybody says that, oh, I felt the spark was there. I found early on in my little dating phase that a sparks are just emotions, right? Those are just emotional. It's like pleasure points. There's like pleasure spikes. That's what sparks are, right? A connection is more valuable. You can't create a connection. You can't make a connection happen. It has to happen on its own, on your behalf. And that you can't find, that you can't seek. It just has to happen. Stephen shares what a real connection looks like on Jay Shetty's podcast. Here we go.
I think that I'm a huge believer in connection. And I believe connection is like your spirit recognizing its match. And it's very instant. When you speak to couples who said they experienced a connection, they'll tell you first conversation, first time meeting, first date, first week, it was pretty fast. So to me, the recognizing of something deeper being here can happen very quickly. But how we now cultivate that and how we move forward is where we need to take our time and make sure we're not rushing and overlooking certain important issues that need to be discussed and addressed first.
What he's saying is true, but here is where I disagree. First off, that connection is love. That's what that connection is. It is love. It's God's love, right? Connecting two people together, right? Just because you have that now does not mean that it's going to work out, because this is what happens. As you get to know each other, challenges come up, people start to forget that connection, right? Anger gets involved, disagreements get involved, and the emotions start to cloud the judgment, right? So now you can't fully see clear. And what is that? That's ego. But when the ego gets involved, you forget. All truth is out the window, right? So when this happens, now you start believing the lies, right? And you forgot all about the connection. So these things you typically want to work through before you make this lifelong commitment, because you want to make sure that the person remembers what is true, what is real, that connection. But where I disagree is that if you can remember what that connection is, if you can remember how to get back to that connection, if you have the tools to get back to what is true, what that connection is, the love that you guys, have, the real thing, nothing's stopping you from getting married, getting involved, and for it lasting till death do you part. Nothing's stopping you, because challenges are going to come. The ego's going to pop up. You're going to be tempted to react this way, think that way. Am I sure? Did I do? But if you remember the truth, you're fine. You're there. It's done. It's already done. If you could stay and come back to the truth, come back to that connection, and you know how to stay there, then you're good to go. I don't recommend that people rush things, but I also don't recommend that people draw it out either. You know when you know, no matter how long that takes, that connection has to be there, and they have to be able to find that connection when things go astray.